Good morning, I'm Ms. Deline, and I'm bringing you a daily oracle card. And today's card is Faith in the Process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You're in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. That sentence is just exciting to me. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the processes and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. Ironically, listen to this, it is through complete surrender in total faith that we become the most empowered. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process. Having faith in the benevolence of life rather than harboring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing, then we can relax a little. Having faith in the process gives you space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what that is or how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off or that they are a bit rickety. But you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. I'm not sure how fun it is, but anyway, reading that really moved me. And I just feel like, right now we all need to have faith that as people on spiritual paths, we can kind of see from a different perspective than perhaps people that are not on a spiritual path. So what I'm seeing is that even that this moment in time when we're the coronavirus, COVID-19 is kind of taken over the world, that a lot of people are in fear. They're not having faith in the process, and and a lot of them are also on a spiritual path. And I can only hope that their spirituality helps them have maybe less fear than someone without that. But if you've lived more than 20 years, 30 years maybe, you have seen highs and lows in your life and in the world. We've gone through, in the last 100 years, we've gone through several major wars, the threat of nuclear devastation, drought in Africa and in California, and so many, natural disasters and things happening. And we're still here. I'm still here. There was a time in my life when I was very young that I was suicidal, and I didn't know. I thought, I just wanted to be out of the pain. I didn't know that I would be out of the pain anyway, right? And I look back on that, and I can see, how that was like when I was bottomed out. And that I came back into the light. I always do, no matter what's happening. I mean, I've gone through loss, I've gone through things, rough things, tough things, but I always come back out into the light. And it seems like the tougher the experience, the greater the light at the end, And so have faith in the process of life, because things will get better no matter what. Things will get better. And this time, it's like the whole world is going through a shift. We've never seen anything like it. And metaphysical people can see that it is something that, we as individuals have tried to do our best to live in a loving way, to share love, to share the light, to help other people individually and even as groups. I've had circles of women, more than one, and together, we try to raise the awareness, out of fear to love. And now we're in this global situation where, when it's over with, things are not going to be the same. And at first it might seem, really dark, but that's just a precursor to something really light. And I personally have faith in that. I have to admit that one time in my life, I felt like I had lost my faith. But it was just a temporary glitch, right? I have faith in life. I have faith in the process. I know that things will get better, and this is a time of global surrender to something greater than us. This virus is a universal, this is a natural virus that it has come from somewhere. Who knows? They don't even know. I mean, they say maybe it's pangolins, maybe it's bats, whatever. They don't even really know. So, for me, maybe it's because it's from it doesn't matter what it's from. What matters is what's happening, is that our consciousness is being shifted. And there's pictures of LA having no pollution for the first time in my lifetime. Okay. The last time I went to LA was over 20 years ago, and I could chew the air. Coming from Oregon, where there's a lot of fresh air, it was quite the startling experience, that I could literally feel that in my mouth, the thickness of that air. Oh. And now you can see blue skies, and all over the world this is happening. So, some people are thinking, well, it's Mother Nature who is, she's resetting things, she's healing, and that anything is possible right now. The important thing is to have faith in the process. Don't lose sight that this is all working towards our greater good. It's working towards your greater good as an individual, towards my greater good as an individual, but it's also working towards mankind's greater good as a shared consciousness of reality. So, have faith. Keep it up. Much love to you.